So, one of the highlights of Power Singapura is using pellet drum. And every one of you will be given a pellet drum. You will be divided into 4 groups depending on which instrumental group you are in. And these 4 groups in the score is marked Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4 of the pellet drum part. And obviously we have 4 different sizes of pellet drum. From the smallest, size 2, size 3, and size 4. Well, the techniques are generally the same. So make sure you master well the playing of the pellet drum, because we're going to make use of the pellet drum to break the Guinness World Record. So on the score for the pellet drum, there are 4 markings. First is shake. Shake. Shake the drum, simply hold the drum up and small one, size 2. Then this one. And the last one. So you can tell, the bigger the drum, you will use different momentum, slower momentum, because it's easier to control. So smaller drum, shake up. The bigger one, because we will have thousands of this drum. So each one of you just produce some sound and the overall sound will be captured. So number 2, we have a score marked there with an accent note. It's called grab. It means that when you after you shake your drum, you need to stop it. So you grab the drum. So, for example, in the rehearsal B, the B section of the score, it marks 2 beats of shake and 1 beat of grabbing. So 1, 2, and you go 1, 2, grab. So you get this effect of grabbing the drum head. Number 3 is just a normal note head. It says 1 hit, simply by 1 hit. So you just hit the drum with your palm. Even with the smallest one, you can hit it. That's what we meant by hit. Of course, it will be a better sound on the largest drum. Lastly, there's an interesting sound with cross marking. And this one is marked there, brush bitter on drum skin. So, I know it is difficult to find a brush, so we will not use a brush to play on this drum. So instead of using a brush, you just hit it with your finger. For those who are playing the smaller drum, you can even use your finger palm. Make sure you produce a muffled sound as opposed to an open sound. This is an open sound, but you a muffled sound. Okay. Finally, the last one. And lastly, about the pellet drum playing, on the score, there are lots of parts where it is marked with little rectangular brackets and some wordings inside. That's only will be rehearsed only when we are together, playing together as the whole team. It means you have to do some movement from the right to the left and then produce something like a Kalang wave effect. So let's say I'm the zone 1 playing the smallest drum, you go. So you don't get that effect when you're doing alone, but you're doing with thousands of people, you'll get the waves of the sound.